Hi, guys. Welcome to weekly travel updates. Wow, there is a lot going on. Okay, so first things first. Congratulations to Houston. All right, Houston. Um, who did you want? Houston or the Phillies? I don't know. I thought they were a great comeback. Hey, Lisa, so great to see you. Um, I have to tell you, and Lisa, you guys would be so fun to go. Do you know that Cummings High School is going to be in the Sugar Bowl this year? And their uniforms really need something. So our Rotary group is doing a reverse raffle on Saturday the 12th. And we are going to get them new uniforms before the Super Bowl. So if you want a reverse raffle ticket, it includes state dinner, all the fixings. It is November 12th. I would love to get you a ticket and be there. My birthday is on the 13th, so I'm going to celebrate my birthday there that night. All right. So, what do you think about this huge lottery? It is so big. I have people saying, "Oh yeah, when I win the lottery, or if I win this lottery, this is what I'm going to do." Well, speaking of lotteries, there's a big one tomorrow, and we can actually win our country back. What do you think of that? Go vote, everybody. Go vote, or then don't complain when it didn't come out the way you wanted. Okay. Mom said, all that I plan for is I have a doctor's visit, a physical therapy visit, and then we're going to vote. So, yay, Mom. Okay. So, we are 48 days before Christmas. We are right before Black Friday, and there are changes coming and going. First, there were lots of awards given. Carnival won lots of awards. Celebrity won lots of awards. Royal Caribbean won lots of awards. But some of the biggest changes were there's some massive changes. Well, I say massive. It sounds massive when you talk to customers who are getting ready to cruise, and you say, "Oh, yep. By the way, the 24-hour ice cream, it's not quite 24 hours anymore. The room service, it's not quite free anymore. Oh, and on that night where I told you get 2 lobster tails and 1 filet mignon, we'll only do that if you're willing to pay an extra $5, because Carnival has now instituted that if you order a third entree, like 2 lobster tails and a filet mignon, that you pay $5 extra. Probably not a big deal to you guys, but do you remember going on Carnival out of Charleston, and people would take a whole case of water on their shoulder, and Carnival stopped that because, people were sneaking in alcohol. So it used to be you could get a 12-pack of water, bottled water, to your room, and it was $2.99. Then after the pandemic, it jumped to $4.99. Well, this week it jumped to $9.99 for that same 12-pack. Now, it's still the least expensive 12-pack that you can get on industry-wide. Can't get a 12-pack of water anywhere in any other cruise line less than $10. But it's all these little things. Several people are griping that, it's the where we used to get room service, and we would order sometimes just when you got back to the room, you'd order in case you were hungry. Well, those are now at a cost. Just lots of changes. When you plan to cruise, just make sure that you talk to your travel advisor about all the expenses, because yes, they are changing. If you're a diamond, like several of my travelers with Royal Caribbean, there have been changes there too. Where you normally would get 5 beverages every day. Well, sorry, diamonds get 4 a day. Diamond pluses get 5 a day. But there were lots of people arguing that beverage, free beverage voucher was used on a coffee this morning, and I wanted to use it on a Long Island at dinner time. So now they're going back just a little bit, and they're going to go back to being paper vouchers. So if you are on up there with Royal Caribbean, like many of you I know, then we're going to go back to the paper vouchers, and you'll get those daily. And then you can decide what you want to use them on, and they won't be frivolously used on water or coffee when they could be used for 4 times the value. Okay, let's go on. I said that there were lots of awards, and I'm going to tell you, Carnival got a ton. Best Cruise for the Money, Best Cruise Director, the Most Trusted Brand. And Carnival is, they're in their 50th anniversary year. So I want you to write this down. I'll have to put it in the post afterwards, because I don't think I can add something while I'm doing the show. But anyway, if you go to Play Your Way to 50, Play Your Way to 50.carnival.com. Carnival's 50th year is this year, and between now and the end of the year, they're going to give away 50 cruises. So this is a little interactive deal. Play your way. You can get entries for doing different things. You can get 5 entries for uploading a photo of your family vacation. It doesn't have to be Carnival. It could be anywhere. I uploaded an Alaska photo. So take a look at that. But they are going to give these away. I would love for it to be somebody that we suggested you went and played your way to 50. So play your way to 50.carnival.com. Or Lisa, could you type that? Play your way to 50.carnival.com. Okay. I was telling you about the Love Boat show. Well, it didn't make it to the next taping. It didn't even make it to the next show. They're dropping it, and sorry to see it go. The cruise director who was on there was a really, really good cruise director, and handsome. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much. But I was a little surprised that it went just that quick. So it's going to go over to Peacock, and you can get it on streaming if you really liked it. I would love to know what you thought about it if you actually saw it. Okay. This week, Celebrity had a new godmother to christen the new ship, and the naming ceremony happened in Fort Lauderdale, and Simone Diaz, the gold medalist, she is the godmother. Isn't that cool? There were all kinds of things that were going on in Fort Lauderdale to celebrate it, but that sounds really cool. And somebody else, Carnival, has a ship that just left the shipyards, headed transatlantic, and it's the new Celebration. And the Celebration was, remember when Kathy Gifford was the godmother of the Celebration in 1987? Well, this is the new Celebration, and they are giving, I don't think I had that right. Play your way to, I got it. Play your way. Now I got to look myself. Play your way to 50.carnival.com. Okay. So anyway, so Kathy Lee Gifford's daughter, Cassidy Gifford, is getting to be the godmother of the new Celebration. And the new Celebration has got lots of artifacts and lots of memorabilia from the Celebration that they scrapped during the pandemic. So that sounds exciting. 5,000 travelers got aboard the new celebration yesterday, and it's headed for 9 sea days on its 14-day trip back to Miami. I'm in more carnival news. The Carnival Luminosa, the one that was from Costa. Hi, Sherry. The one that's from Costa, and they're tweaking it to go from a Costa ship to a Carnival ship. Anyway, it's the Carnival Luminosa now. It has the new paint scheme, and it just arrived in Australia. Australia went through, a couple days of COVID on board, COVID on board. It's gone. It really wasn't a big deal. It was just that they blew it up so big. So, let's see. Okay, speaking of Australia, Holland American has 2 ships in Australia right now, and it's the very first time that they have 2 ships. It's the first time Holland American has been back since pre-pandemic. The Westerdam and the Noordam are in Australia, and they are presenting the strongest presence in Australia at the moment. Holland American's thinking, well, maybe just a different cruise line will spark more interest. I told you about the 60 minutes that Australia did when I was on last Monday. So, does that mean that Australians are maybe a little more careful or a little more cautious than they have been in the past? All right, so let's go on to Royal Caribbean, because I was shocked and amazed. Royal Caribbean posted a $5 million loss in Q2. I want to see some guesses here, guys. What do you think was their positive profit at the end of Q3? They just announced it. Somebody guess. What do you think was their profit? They went from $5 million loss in Q2. No guesses, huh? Okay, you're going to be shocked. 33 million in positive net profit. Q2, Q3. Dang, what a big difference. Woo! Okay, well, this week, not that most had not already done so, but this week, officially, Royal Caribbean and Celebrity dropped all of their testing and quarantines. We will still deal with Bermuda, Turks and Caicos, and Australia, where there is some testing that takes place. Okay, so I read a story this week that I wanted to share with you, because I know many of you have traveled lots of places in the world. I want to put a bug in your ear about Norway. The Norwegian fjords. Do you know that Norway was voted to be the most sustainable and the most protective and responsible of European countries? But do you know what they're going to do? They are going to close the Norwegian fjords in the UNESCO World Heritage Area, to where there will be no more big cruise ships. They say that it has to be electric powered by 2025, and we don't even have any electric powered ships. So they're not letting LNG ships, the liquid nitrogen. Nope. Electric ships, and there are no electric ships. They're part of a group called Cruise Not Welcome. They have met cruisers who arrived in Bergen. There were over 300 protesters holding up signs because they don't want cruisers. But some of these little tiny towns are 200 people towns, and a big ship pulls up and there's 2,500 people who get off. So imagine that. Anyway, if the Norwegian fjords has ever been on your bucket list, you better get it cemented, They didn't say when, but if they expect for new ships to be all electric and you can't sail after 25 unless you're an all electric ship, then I would think it's going to be 25. I've cruised some of that area, and I mean to tell you, it is fascinating. It will blow your mind. It is much like Alaska, where you can just see untouched for untouched for untouched miles. And then you go through small towns, and you come back into fjord areas where the ship actually goes back and ports. And after you've had your port that half a day, it turns around and heads back out of the fjord. It's just a beautiful place. If it's not on your bucket list and it's anything you ever thought of, you need to be looking at it now. All right, guys, just a few more things because I know I'm running long. Here is our flyer for professional development journeys. Yes, we are going to Alaska in September, and we are going to Hawaii in October. The theme is play your biggest game today. You know, we've come out of 2 years that was just not good, and we will have speakers and sponsors on board. You don't have to participate at all, but they are there. If you, well, you should ask your accountant, can you write this trip off of your taxes by participating in 8 hours of continuing education with us? If you want one of these flyers, please just shoot me an email, melinda@actiontravelinc.com, or feel free to drop me a message here. I will put one out to you right away. Give me your email and I will share it. The very last thing, and I know there are people who are waiting, what are those Black Friday deals? Well, just to give you a few, Samsonite already has their Black Friday deals going on, and they've got some spinner luggage as low as $69. The Atlantis is going to have 20% off any packages 5 nights or longer. Celebrity Cruise Lines is going to offer 60% off the second passenger and 60% off and 60% off the second passenger and additional air discounts. Hyatt says that they will give up to 15% off on Black Friday through Cyber Monday. Virgin Voyages is offering a $100 onboard credit and 50% off the second guest. Well, you know, all of these low fare carriers that are out there. Last year, we saw flights as low as $29 offered by Spirit, Southwest, JetBlue. Wonder what Frontier. Wonder what we'll see this year. If there's something that you've got on your bucket list, you've been waiting for some deal for, just send me a message. I tell you, it is bound to be on sale for Black Friday, and we'll be happy to share that information with you and hook you up. Remember, there is nothing online we won't meet or beat. If it's a vacation package, we'll be to buy at least $10. You guys should be checking and rechecking and rechecking when you're making travel reservations to make sure that you're getting the best deal, and somebody who will follow up, take care of the details, and keep watching for your price breaks, because not many people do, but we would be honored to. Well, thank you again. The only other thing I was tempted to mention is Las Vegas. I did a webinar for Las Vegas, and they said the Black Friday deals should go back to under $20 a night. So if Vegas is on your list, then let me know so I can be looking at it just for you, and we'll send it out your way. Thanks so much for watching tonight. If you're part of Linda Royster's group, I'm getting ready to book more cabins right now. And if you want to go out of Charleston the 9th of March, I've got a great group rate. Would love to have you join. Thank you again. Thanks for checking out Action Travel and weekly travel updates. I'm Melinda Fargas, and I'm happy. Oh, I almost forgot one more thing. everything. I sit in here so that you could see what my mom has been doing. Look, these are going to be at Clay Street Antiques and Treasures this week. This is one of the sleigh decorations arrangements that Mom did, but she found the coolest little trucks. Look at this. Isn't that cute? So if you need a special gift, Miss Linda has been busy, and these are just some of her creations. Come check it out at Clay Street Antiques and Treasure, which is inside of Action Travel at 121 West Clay Street in downtown Mebane. Okay, ciao.